How's it going? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. That's the assignment from Valhalla soundtrack. One of those tracks that it took a while for it to get in an official soundtrack. Even though it was part of the game. But for some reason it was kind of neglected. For quite a bit. How's it going, Stella? Okay. Just a bit tired. Is she? Alright. Time for the big reveal. It is big reveal time, chat. So for the past month, I've been working pretty hard every day. I want to say several hours a day on War Room, which is trial mode in Japanese, I guess. And I finally have a functional route. Let's see. Can you see it? Like there, sort of. Looks a little weird here, but this is more or less the route. So we have several manips. So we start with this. You can start on any level as long as you do a reset. Like I'm basically putting that on the rules. Just do a reset at the beginning, and that's to not encourage, or to discourage, I guess, big manips before the run. Because otherwise you can get like a very big manip before the timer even starts, and then that looks a little weird. I don't like that. So the first manip, it's just to get a good setup for Risky Veil. It's basically because that's our first hard level. The next hard level is Strongland, so we do it, and the next one is Lost Basin, and those are basically the hardest levels, these three. After that, I would probably put Pay Dirt, which is the next, or the Ring as well, yeah. But Pay Dirt, so that's, we get rid of all the hard stuff, and then finally River 4. And then it's basically just easy stuff until the end. So since I can choose my order, I just choose it that way to get rid of the hardest stuff. So we start with Nest Egg, which is here. We're gonna play everything. I only practice some levels at the beginning. Let's see how much I remember, because it's hard. So I pass here, and I made a guide. like an actual readable guide, not just something for me. It still uses shorthand, but you can decipher it. Like it actually has some like examples on how to read the shorthand. So on this turn, we need an adjustment. And the way I do that is this way. I did some of this level on a previous stream. This is for a specific tank and artillery. And then I need another adjustment here. And I do it this way. And command the menu. And here another command menu. And that should be a misfire. It's not. Okay, cool. Alright, I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? I didn't reset, I think. Let's go again. I also failed last time. It's kind of weird. No, I passed here, right? It's just day 4 is a pass. Yeah, you just pass. And the next one, the one that has the money. Okay, so that's the correct time. There you go. Yeah, I don't want an aggressive time. Of course. And I push artillery. Yeah, I think I didn't have the money, the reset money on the beginning. And from here you just capture. It's Sammy, so she doesn't care. A full infantry will always capture next level if it's on 4. That's enough. Okay, so from Nest Egg, we go into Bunker Hills. For another Sammy. It's a pass. Okay, so there's something weird here. I think the order in which you build things here actually matter. It's really interesting. I think if you build the APC first, you might get the missiles on different places, but I'm not entirely sure. It's just I saw it the other day during practice. How's it going, Jonas? Here. These two guys are gonna be the baits for the missiles. Yeah, so I believe this missile can go to an APC if you build the APC first. I need a manip here, so it's this. So this is for an infantry, artillery misfire. There you go. Go down here. Here. That's a bait, and this is a bait. You can actually put the last infantry just far away from the last tank, from this tank. But we wanted to advance RNG for the next level. Because it sets up for a good RNG. So this attack right here. It's a little slow. I mean, a tiny bit slower. But not that much. And it's worth for the next level. And then next level is Long Road. This is 3 up. And this is turn. Because we need Sturm insane recon range. That doesn't give a shit about terrain. Here we need a manip. This is actually, I think it's for the next day, but we do it now because it's easier. So it's this right here. Infantry. Recon goes here. Infantry, another recon. This APC is gonna take a bunch of damage, but it doesn't matter. Go down, go down. It's my last recon. 3 is gonna be my magic number. So yeah, no other character can do that kind of movement with recons. They take like terrain cost, planes cost 2 movement for recons, and forest cost 4, I think, or 3. It's kind of insane. So here I need a manic. This is to align for a misfire, I believe. And so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's this artillery misfire. Because this recon needs to survive. It's a little sad that the artillery doesn't move from there, which means we're gonna need another misfire. And we do this, I believe it's just 1 diagonal. Yeah, it should be just 1. So just that. Put this here. That's to lure the tank into a city. And this APC also needs to survive. So now this is frozen because it's on a city and there's an infantry here, and we want this to be frozen as well, and that's why we're gonna lure it into a city. But we still need a misfire because we're gonna need the APC. And here we need another misfire. But this misfire is from this artillery, not this one. And the alignment for this is this. Plus this APC right here. Yeah, so this is frozen. This is frozen. This will attack something, but it doesn't matter. Because this can take 1 hit. We need a misfire. This has to misfire on the infantry. And this is not frozen. So we're gonna get 2 attacks. But that's fine. Hello? I think I forgot a commander menu. Like, it's that plus a commander menu? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the alignment I did and a commander flash. There you go. That's the misfire. Those are the details that I need to remember for a run.
Mission complete.
So with this, we have the Trident, which is right here. And this is the only grid map. I'm actually glad we use grid for at least something, because one, I like him, he's cool. And two, we have to buy them anyways. You cannot buy Colin if you don't buy grid. And so that way it doesn't feel bad that I have to buy him, you know? He's the only person that can destroy this pipe this fast. So the airport, at first, we need to buy it for money, just to have enough money. But at second, it actually helps. This teacup helps with the money that we're gonna use. I did a camera adjustment there. That's so this attack doesn't move the camera. So this way I can get a very lenient frame window. So this frame window, let's see, I have all my notes here. This is a 3-frame attack. And the next one is also a 3-frame attack, more or less. So it's about 6 frames between the two. I believe if you get last one on the first, maybe you have one less on the other, I don't remember. Could be. And then this is 2 is for north, 1, 2. And I need to check what do I have here. So if I have this, that means it's 1 corner. And I can do slide. To actually put the slide on the notes, maybe. So this slide is just a tiny optimization. It's because if you end the turn here, at the beginning of, like, if you end the previous turn, at the beginning of this day, camera scrolls here for supplies and then scroll down at your cursor. So if you do this, you avoid the camera scroll. And at first I was looking for an alignment for a good artillery build. Instead I got the bad artillery build, but I got a misfire somehow. And it just aligns. And I wasn't even looking for a misfire, I was just looking for good corners for a target money. Like a target table. And it just happens that this one aligned with that. So it's a lucky alignment. That's like that's the very beginning of the run, and that's like all of that is fairly easy. But all of those levels are a setup to get a good start on Risky Bale. That's basically what it is. And Risky Bale it's interesting. It's hard. So this is 4 down on menu. And this is Sturm as well. Because he has insane movement with all this, like, Sturm infantry is pretty broken on this map because of all these things. You can capture insanely fast. Okay, I think this is this. See how much I remember. And yeah, this map is... Casually, it might be one of the hardest maps. A lot of people put like this Lost Basin probably on the hardest ones. It is pretty hard on speedrun as well. We're gonna do a lot of manips here. Here, make capture. Okay, so I was supposed to draw diagonal. Let me check if I can draw it here. I can. Can I do this? Yeah, no, that's true. I only need one, I believe. Let me double check. I actually need two. Tank 5, okay. No, okay, so I can do this. I usually do it with this guy. Like I do this movement. But it's good to know that that's a backup, apparently. So this is probably the biggest money for this map right here is what we do there. It's to get 2 tanks 5. And that's why it was important to do the setup from the other levels, because that just aligns with this very well. And so normally, I think at every AI of the tank builds here, usually. But then AI 5 builds here. And that means you can capture this on this turn. And in the case of Kanbei, every AI builds here, except for 5, which builds here. So this guy cannot attack anything on next turn. But if you get a guy here, you'll be able to attack this. So this capture won't be completed. So getting those 2 AIs is like, it's really important. Okay. So, I have to remember. Like I built here last. Do we attack immediately? We do attack immediately, okay. So these 2 attacks are 2 frames. You have to land these 2 on 2 frames. There's no other way for this strat to work. You can play a little bit casual after this, like honestly after this turn, you are already on like very good track for the level. But it makes a big difference, speedrun wise, to do the full money. If we're talking about like top level speedrunning. If we're talking about like not that top level, honestly it's not that big of a deal. But you know, I do care about top level. So then we have another attack. This one might be 3 frame. Like this one is not that important compared to the others, but these 2 are very important. So I made the alignments in such a way that 2 frame will always kill this infantry. So I look at the RNG and look for like the best alignments for attacks. And that's basically 4 frames in a row. So 2 plus 2. That will always kill it. And also give me like a good alignment for the manip I'm gonna do. So then we can capture. And then here, 1 infantry, mech. Don't move this guy yet. Your power just went out. Oh, that sucks. Are you on your phone? Hope it gets solved quickly. And this alignment is this APC here, and 1 time here. And then we do 3, not corners. This is the only manip that doesn't use corners, but instead it uses right left with the... Well, it's not the only one. There's another one, but it's one of the few ones. So you just do right left, or in some other cases you do left right with the forest or the woods here, because that changes RNG. So We're gonna do 3, and we're gonna check for a target. And this is the target. I'm currently on target, but the target is on 3, not on 1. Or, I guess, 0 in this case. I don't care about 0. I don't care about anything before 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is not the target, so you check again. No, that's the target. And then once you get the target, if you look at the money, I need an adjustment, and the adjustment is this. And that's my RNG. Now I still need to move my guy. It's important to do the adjustment before you move this guy, because if this guy is on the way, the movement of this APC is different, and your money table won't work. So again, 2 frame, 2 frame, maybe 3 frame the last one, I don't remember. Plus the APC money gives a good artillery here. So it's artillery 5, so just like the tank, it doesn't build here. And that's very useful for us, because we want the artillery here, because we're gonna damage it with a recon. We're gonna take it to 2 HP, and then it's gonna go on repair mode and block this base. Okay, so if you're not money beam from the previous day, you don't know where the artillery is going to be, and you're gonna lose consistency, of course. This guy goes here, so we're gonna advance RNG a little bit with attacks at the beginning of this level. So I'm going to... Do I ignore this guy? I do ignore this guy. Yeah, I need to advance 1 more, and 1 more with this guy here. So I advanced 9 diagonals here, and that's... It's not strictly necessary, but it's useful. And it's so... we have a window here. So there's an attack here. This attack right here, it's a 2 frame, I believe. Let me see, how much is this? This is a 2 frame. So it's always gonna be a 2 frame, basically, because of other things that happen later. But also, so the important thing is it's a 2 frame for the amount of damage you do on the infantry. I want this infantry to be on a certain HP range, so I can kill it next turn guaranteed. Okay? If it's over that range, it's not guaranteed that I will kill it. So that's the first thing I want. And the second thing I would like to do is having my mech on 10 HP. But getting those 2 things together, it's really hard. So I align for only one of those things and half of the other. So the frame perfect here gets 9 HP, but the second frame gets a 10 HP. And by the way, this is less HP for this infantry, but both are in the range. This 6, it's still in good range. This 54 is still sort of a, I think it's still a guaranteed kill next turn. If you get a 10, it's better. If you don't get a 10, it's still fine. Finding a like 2 frame 10 HP window was really hard, and I don't want to make this harder, of course, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a chance here. It usually only increases like 1 day, or like sometimes not even 1 day, sometimes just like a tiny bit on the last day. So yeah, that's why we advanced the RNG with this guy, and this guy. Okay, so no big deal if you get 9, doesn't matter. And then this one is also a 2 frame. Okay, so already we have like, I don't know, 6 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're probably gonna get a couple more. There's like a lot of 2-frame attacks in this level. This might be the hardest level. These and Los Basin are the hardest levels, for sure. That's just how I route it. So my route it's kind of high level. It's not a beginner-friendly route at all. Then Recon and this. And I need to do a manip here. So I want to align for something, and that's this. And it should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm looking for the first up arrow that I see. It can be on odd or even. I think it's this. Kind of surprised that it's this late. That felt very late. Yeah, that's actually wrong. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I miss the window? It'd be really weird if I missed the window here. Does everything look fine? Am I getting this on like to be 0E? Where's my 0E? Oh, there it is. 2, 3. I missed it. Wow. Alright. Seriously. That's weird. That means this attack was a 3-frame, probably. That's my guess. Well, that's just how hard this is, I guess. Fine. Let's start again. That's why I also put it, like, on early game. So if I fail, I just reset again. Can do fast resets. Yeah, so this is the alignment I do here. We can start with the attack. Okay, yeah, I was... Oh, dude. I forgot one thing. I got the correct alignment, but I forgot the corner. I always forget the corner on this one. Here, this is the correct alignment, but you're supposed to do a corner after this. You see that. I tend to forget that. One second, chat. They call you and they hung up immediately. Weird ass people. Oh, I forgot this guy. Hang on. Okay, so let's see how this aligns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that one aligned. Yeah, the alignment here, it's for a good anti-air. And a couple good damage rolls, I believe. I don't remember. Like it might be this damage roll, maybe. But it's basically any anti-air. It's anti-air not 5, I believe. Because if you get anti-air 5, it builds here. And that's actually bad. Because then this one go to repair mode here. And also you're gonna get an anti-air like very far. Whereas this anti-air is just in good position to attack something here. Yeah, so over here. So this turn, let's see if I remember this turn. So we're gonna wait with this guy. I need to advance RNG a little bit. Because I need to find a window for this recon to always leave the artillery on 6 HP. It's not a max damage, but it's very decent damage. So I'm going to do a couple of like advances. So the first advance here is just literally waiting here. That advances a little bit because I have some targets to attack. We don't want to capture this yet. There's actually not gonna be anything built this turn here, so it doesn't matter. So we just use this infantry to advance. I do this, I can ignore this. Here, there's another advance. And I think those are all the advances I need. Let me just check. So it should be 2 frames. 6. 6. And the third frame is a 7. So this is a hard thing to get this on 7. This is another thing why being aligned is very good on this mission. Because if you're not aligned and you get a 7 here, there's a big chance next turn you're not gonna get a 2. If it's not on 2, it's not on repair mode. If it's not on repair mode, it won't block this. And then you might get another unit here. Okay? So yeah, another 2 frame. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then we want to kill this guy. I don't remember how many frames these attacks are, but from here we get some generous attacks, I believe. And then capture this. I was supposed to build a guy here. I think build another guy here. Make another guy, and then you attack the APC. And then this is 4 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm looking for a target, which I think is this one. Yeah, there it is. And then build my last guy. I want to build this last guy after the manip, because I'm gonna use this guy to advance 1 diagonal. And the 1 diagonal is to get, again, because even now we are still not in the perfect window for this to be on 2. We are like 1 frame away, so I go here and I advance, well, 2 frames, I guess. I advance 2 frames, then I can be slide to this. And now I have 2 frames to lead this on 2. Okay? Now I can capture this. This is gonna block this base. I just ignore this guy. Do we start attacking immediately? I think we do. And I believe from here we don't do more manips, do we? Is this day 7? It is. Okay. Yeah, so the nodes for day 7 literally say no more manips, smiley face. So yeah, very good. So from here we don't do more manips. Finally, we're gonna attack this. You capture this, so this blocks this space. This guy goes here. You attack anti-air, you attack anti-air. This anti-air, sometimes it dies, sometimes it doesn't. Again, if you have this mech on 10, there's a bigger probability. If it doesn't die, it doesn't matter, just kill it with this. If it doesn't die there, it doesn't matter, it will probably suicide to this mech. Which is fine, the only bad thing is you're gonna lose bullets, which it's a little bit detrimental, but it's not that bad. It's usually not that big of a deal. Then we're gonna kill this guy. Should we change this here, maybe? I might want to do that. I'm not sure yet. You attack this, you stay there. You attack this. You attack this, you go here, and I need 2 recons. And kill this. Yeah, so as you can see, there's 2 bases left. So I'm blocking this one. I'm blocking this one. There's 2 left. And Kanbei doesn't have that many units, so he wants to build an infantry because I just killed one. In this case, it ended up being a mech. If it's a mech or an infantry, it doesn't matter too much. Like, it's better to get an infantry. But again, I'm not gonna manip anymore here because it's honestly it's not worth it. But he would have made like a tank here or a recon or something. But if this is on repair mode, that means 2 HP. It's gonna block you, and that's very good. And that's why we need 2 recons here. Okay. Yeah. So I just ignore that guy. Yeah, actually, I might want to attack here, so then 2 guys can attack this. You know what? I'm gonna redo that. Let's just redo that. That was wrong, but it's fine. Yeah, so this, I'm going to attack it from here. It's day 7. Infantry attack, infantry, no. Infantry, 1 east, 1 north, attack infantry. That way I might be able to kill this guy next turn. Although this guy will move. Not if I attack from here. This guy doesn't have to do anything this turn. I can put it here. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, no, we just build a guy in this turn. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, it's a recon, a guy, and a mech. Yeah, this mech is for the APC. That's kind of important. Alright. Okay, so we got the unfortunate result. This is a little bit of my fault because I attacked with this mech first. So this actually sucks, but it's fine. I can like improvise from here. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. So we attack this. We want this APC on 2 HP or less. 1 is fine, but hopefully not 3. There is a chance you can get 3, but it's very low. I just haven't seen it a whole lot. I recommend capturing here. If you get like very bad luck, getting the extra money can be useful. Really? Really? I wanted this to attack this. My god. Oh well. No, let's just stay there. So then you kill this and the other recon blocks. Let's do this. And then it's built to recons. Hopefully before while moving the stuff. So these last 2 days are a lot of improvisation. If you have bad luck, you might see morale boost here on this turn. Honestly, it's not bad luck. This is normal luck. If you have very good luck, you might not see it. But it's very hard to avoid it on an RTA setup because I don't want to be maniping every single day. Especially the last days, there's just way too many attacks to keep maniping. I mean, I might look into a manip eventually, maybe, but for now I'm very satisfied with how this route worked. So yeah, the recon here assures that you're gonna kill this. Even if it's on 2 HP, you always kill it, so this guy can block. Do you have bullets? You don't have bullets. Okay, so this recon will have to die later. We're just gonna keep luring it. You can like merge a lot of stuff. It's actually useful. We're also gonna build 2 recons here. And since we have this recon here, probably attack some. Actually, oh no, there's a lot of recons that way. This recon can attack this. If this infantry didn't move, so I didn't have frozen maybe? I don't remember, because I think it was here. Maybe it wasn't frozen, one of the turns. If this infantry is here, then this guy can attack. No, he cannot. Sometimes this guy can attack some. I don't remember when. But you only want to do it on the last turn, if you know you're guaranteed to be last turn. Otherwise, something's gonna build here, and you don't want that, of course. Yeah, that guy's fine. So yeah, Max doesn't do anything, he's frozen. But Kanbei is... his units are very, very broken. So it looks like I'm not gonna finish this turn, but that's alright. No biggie. At least that was pretty good. I was actually very close. So if you're very lucky, you can finish on that turn. If not, it's just an extra turn. It's fine. But that's also why I want to get rid of this level very quickly. Because among the two hardest levels, which is this and Los Basin, and Los Basin is the one we're gonna do now. No, we're actually gonna do Strongland first, I think. Yeah, those are the three hardest, by the way. This is the one that has the biggest RNG. And we have lost, of course, lost our money, so we have to save and load now. And go all the way down. This one is also stone. For the same reason as Long Road. Just insane movement. So infantry. Capture here. So you can go here. I was thinking on going down here. We need to get here on the next day. The thing about going here, I don't know if going here might change the RNG. I'm not entirely sure, but here I'm capturing, but I actually don't care about capturing. I'm just moving here, and capturing is faster than waiting. It's just that, honestly. But I just need to get close to the HQ. That's all that matters here. So you go down. One guy here. So yeah, you don't finish capturing here. You set up for an HQ reactor. And build an artillery. So we're gonna kill flag very fast. But in order to do it correctly and consistently, we need to get a misfire. So this right here is either 3 or 4 frames, I don't remember. Oh, not even. It's 7 frame attack. That's pretty lenient. Don't capture yet. So we're gonna manip. So just like on Risky Bale, we're gonna manip on the forest. So this is times 2, 1, 2. And depending on what you see, you react to the table. So this is 1 extra and a circle. Then capture this, build a guy, capture, you push, you capture, make a recon, and capture each. So this is gonna give me a misfire. There's 2. So one of the guys wants to captures the base. The other guy is also capturing. He's capturing a city. And then 2 guys are frozen on the cities. So this is a single misfire. We're only misfiring this one. This one is frozen, this one is frozen. Okay, right after that, cursor will always be here. It's because that's the last unit that died from flag, and the cursor always gonna be there. On this space, we want another artillery. This guy, ignore this, capture base. that window is... This is a 3-frame attack, so this one is harder. I could make a bigger window, but the cool thing about this one is that it's very easy to not fail. Or rather, the manic for this one is very easy. So this doesn't need a table. So it's just 5, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is it? No, it's 4. So 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I remember it finishing on this tile. That's why I was confused. And this alignment is for a good anti-air. You really want this anti-air, so it goes south. We need an AI that goes south. There's 2 AIs. I don't remember which ones, but 2 go south. If it doesn't go south, it's gonna attack your units here, and it's gonna mess up some things. So, capturing here, set up that, set up this to attack the pipe. And then build a tank also for the pipe. And 2 recons. Then you push, So Silo takes care of tank, artillery, APC, and infantry. Tank because we want to kill the tank, and the other 3 because we want Latch to waste money. This guy goes down, and I don't need to do any manips here because no attacks on this turn. So everything is aligned. Okay, so actually, that is a bad anti-air. What did he run? This is a 1. This should be a 2. Let's go back. It's already done, right? Yeah. This has happened a couple times during my practice. Actually sucks. I have to see what I'm doing wrong. Maybe my alignment is not as linear as I thought. Okay, so that's frame 1. So it's 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. Puts me at 385. That's actually not the alignment I need. Maybe frame 1 doesn't work. One, two, 3. Yep. Apparently frame 1 doesn't work. That stinks. 3. 3. 3. 3. Okay. So I have 3 frames. I need to advance somewhere. How about 4? 2, 3. That also works. This is a way bigger window than I thought, but I need to advance somewhere. I need to advance 1 diagonal. Which day is this? 5. I actually... Wait. Let's go back here. I literally need one diagonal somewhere. There's a chance that it is on my notes and I'm not seeing it. LL, cap base. Got city, attack pipe. No, I don't. I don't have it. It's weird. Unless I'm doing it like this. 1, 2, 3. Well, that works. Even on frame 1. Super weird. That it works from there, but not from here. That is mental. What? Okay, but I think you get less frames that work that way. Yeah. Oh, that's so weird. Actually, I prefer to advance one before and get more functional frames. So it could be either this guy or the next. It's literally one frame. So it can be that. About this? That's 2 frames? Why? It's so dummy. What if we do it before? Like, if I do this, and then this, still 2 frames? Why would you do that to me? Okay, so on this L, I can just do this. Can I do this? No, it has to be the other. Okay. So we're gonna add an extra instruction here for the infantry that is apparently not doing anything. Infantry, 3 north. I guess 1 corner, because it doesn't matter which one I choose. Yeah. So, any corner. B. Let's advance 1 diagonal, and that's gonna give me a very good window. So, 10. And capture. I wanna see exactly how many frames I have. It's frame 1. One, 2, 3. The line. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 4 frames. We unlock an extra frame. I would say it's pretty decent. I'm actually glad that this happened now. I'm not in a run. But it actually happened during practice, but I thought I just used a bad save state back then. And it's back. Nice. Glad it went back quickly. There used to be a time... So my house is in kind of a weird electric circuit. which is not the same circuit that most of my neighbors. It's actually a circuit from like another street, so there are some times where, you know, everyone is blackout except us, and there are other times where only we are blackout and no one else. And it sucks. I took a shower, I was back when I was done. Nice. That's actually very nice when you actually have something to do during the wait. It's pretty nice. Okay, so now we're back to day 6. Day 6, right? Yeah. Now we have a consistent day 6. So this should be a 2. Yeah, it's a 2. So this is gonna go down instead of up, which is what we want. So capture here, go down to attack the pipe. Attack recon. Go down, and silo here. And then go down here and finish because no attacks. And we are aligned already. Not like there's a whole lot of stuff to align on this turn. Will be an alignment for the next one, but on the next one there's gonna be attacks anyway, so. So day 7, down. 1. Okay, so we're gonna start with the silos. So the silo basically goes on the same spot. It's also this city. The important targets here are this and this. This on 1 HP, this on 4. But also these two guys being low HP and this being low HP, it's very useful. So down here. Get access to 2 silos this turn. And then from here we want to attack the pipe. Yeah, so these two are 2-frame attacks, and this is why this mission is also hard. So the other frame windows were pretty good. This one is shorter, and the reason why this one is shorter is because we have a very good alignment for the next attacks, kind of close. So yeah, sucks a little bit, but it's 2 and 2 on average, which means if you get your first 1 frame perfect, then the next attack can be 3 frames, right? But if the first attack is 3 frames, then the next one has to be frame perfect. If the first attack is 4 frames, then you're screwed, right? Now the good thing is there's no scrolls. Pipe is the first target. So this opens the pipe, and we need to kill this guy. So he has 10 HP, and we have to kill it with our infantry, and that's really hard. I mean, look at that. We only did 6 damage. We're doing 5 damage. That means we need any roll over 5. You can roll from 0 to 9, okay? Extra damage. So you can do 5 to 15 damage. Or 14, I guess. We need to roll over 10, or from 10 and over 10 to kill this, and that's very hard. So what I did here is I did an alignment to get a 2 frame. I couldn't find a 3 frame that was close and that was comfortable, so I just went for a 2 frame. So that alignment is I had to press L like 5 times to get to this recon. And this is 5, 3, 10 corners, I think. Yeah, so even this is kind of far away, actually. The 3 frame was way farther, so yeah. The good thing is I don't need targets. Or do I need a target? No, I don't need a target. It's always 10. So 1, 2, height, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's my target, B, and then this guy has 2 frames to kill this time. And then, and this is why this window is so cool as well, then after that I have 4 frames to kill this Regan. Because I'm gonna do like a random attack. Okay. Give me another one. Okay, you are not guaranteed to kill this, right? But with this I have a 4 frame window. So it's pretty lenient. And then I can advance stuff, and I need one more alignment here. This is here, and a low. 1, 2, 3, and I'm actually looking for this right here. You might see this on 5. I don't remember if you can see on 7, but you start looking for it on 3. And then yes. And this last alignment is to get a misfire and good APC movement. So there is 3 possible APC movements here, which also depend on how latch moves. So it's chai APC and non-chai plus how this moves, I believe, or maybe how this moves. I don't remember. One of latch inventories. All of those have strats. I actually at first I didn't have a manic for this, and I was looking for strats for that. But later on I found a very good alignment that gives me the misfire from this guy, because otherwise this guy attacks this infantry. We don't want that because we want to capture here full HP. And that alignment gives me the best APC. This is the APC of the LTC, the TIS. So it's easier to work with. So this, again, things kind of just worked for me after many hours, like dozens of hours of research. So yeah, on this turn we have access to 4 missiles. So the first missile goes on the pipe here. At least one missile needs to hit this infantry. So the pipe is a good place. Then we need another missile. We already hit this guy, so we don't need to hit it again. We need to hit this tank twice, I think. Yeah, so on the city. And then the next 2 ones are on the HQ, because we want to hit this artillery. And also get the tank to 1 HP, the other tank. This one. Also, be sure that you have 2 guys on this side and 2 guys on this side. So you also have access to 4 missiles next day. The TIS only uses 3, and sometimes you can get away with 3, but this part is not guaranteed. We're not gonna do more manips because there's like a million attacks on this turn and it's not worth it. But usually it's just an extra day. It's not that big of a deal. If you fail it, it's small time loss. So we're gonna kill a lot of things here. You capture boss. So tank kills tank. The farthest recon that can kill the infantry does it. The next farthest one, this one doesn't reach the APC. Okay, so the next farthest one is this, kills the APC. This goes here just so the rockets attacks it, so it actually has a purpose. Then recon on 8th kills rockets, and last recon, and this is the part that is, you know, RNG, attacks this tank. So as you can see, 6 damage. So now we need to roll a 4 or over. If you don't kill it, it doesn't matter. If you don't kill it, you just cannot finish on next turn. But one extra turn is fine. If you kill it, you might finish on next turn. Okay? So here I kill it. I'm actually gonna make a... Let's make a safe click here to show the other strat when I don't kill it. And then here you want to advance as much as possible with this. You can actually kill Latch infantries. They're gonna explode anyways when you kill Latch at the end, so it just saves the movement on her turns. Then you want to advance this as much as possible, and then this infantry can either kill this or kill this maybe. I think this is on 1 HP. I don't know which one is better to kill. I'm just gonna kill this. This might make... I think this is now frozen. So yeah, that might be the best. I'm not entirely sure which is the best move, but again, you can kill them because they're going to explode anyways. Yeah, this is probably the best way to do it, honestly. And then on next turn, so one missile needs to damage all this. We need the anti-air on 4 HP. It doesn't matter if you damage your guy here, because you can still kill an infantry on 1. I of course want to capture this. As you can see, I got a misfire on the rockets. That's actually a time loss because that's an extra unit from Latch, but I cannot control that. I actually want the rockets to attack this, so she doesn't build an extra thing. That's fine. Tank can kill this. It's guaranteed kill. And then always, you know, far recons, close units. So the farthest recons can go for farthest. Or, well, closest, you know, farther from here, close to HQ, you get it. And also, be sure to, you know, match some of the HP. So, for instance, this will reach the last infantry. I'm also missing one missile. So this is where the TIS is different. I think. Yeah, so this is a 66. So TIS can kill this, guaranteed. I cannot. As you can see, I have 4 recons, there's 4 targets. If you want to take the chance, you can take it. I'd rather not have the extra day. I mean, I can try it. If I don't get it, I guess the worst that can happen is I need to cover bases. Yeah, like on this scenario, I might try it. Because I can cover every base, actually. No, I cannot cover every single base. Maybe if I attack things on a different order, I could have. But yeah. So let's go back here and let's don't kill the tank. As you can see, it's, you know, it's bad luck to not kill it, but sometimes you don't kill it. Yeah, that artillery just chills there. There's really nothing to do with it, so... I tried to push it, but you don't get enough time to do anything with it. Also, sometimes you get mechs. There's no biggie. But yeah, here I got the extra tank, right? So there's an extra target. That means I cannot finish on this turn because I have too many targets. So instead, what you want to do is you want to cover as many bases as possible. Actually, let's do this instead, because this guy's gonna die anyways. So hopefully I wanna cover this. So even though I can attack and kill extra stuff here, right? I'm gonna kill this guy. And I could kill another one, but I'm actually just gonna cover this, because I'm gonna finish on next day anyway. And I'd rather kill 2 things instead of 3. Well, it's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 2 as well, but one of them is gonna be full HP. Whereas here, I'm like guaranteed to kill both on one shot. Otherwise, he's gonna be a mech, and that's 2 shots from, like, that's 2 recon attacks. I don't want that. So always cover all the bases if you get the extra day. There's no reason not to. You might also be able to... You can probably save 1 missile if you have to go for an extra day. That way it's like maybe 1 extra attack, but 1 missile less. And it might like even out, because missiles are actually very slow. We're gonna scroll all the way until Los Basin. And this is a calling level. And this is the next hardest level. Also very hard level. And it's pretty insane. You have no idea how many hours I pour into this level. I want to say 50 plus. In order to adapt the LTC to RTA. I did a lot of research. Spent so much time on this. But it's ready, and it's very consistent, in fact. Or you can get consistent at it, at least. Let's see how much of it I remember. And yeah, this is almost the same as the LTC, until like a specific day. I don't remember which one. We just build a couple less units at the end, so... Yeah, that's because this is the tightest level in War Room. This is, you know, a lot of levels have this slippery slope where if you don't finish after a certain day, then your opponents get out of hand. They just explode because they have more money than you, and things get really out of hand, and then, you know, like if you don't do 8 days, then you're doing 22 or something like that. And then it's a half an hour or like 40 minutes level. It sucks. You don't want that. So we really need to nail this one. Particularly this one. And that's why I had to pretty much copy the LTC, the high score. For lowest days, max score. But I can change it at the end. Now the cool thing about this is, you know, now we have a consistent way to do the high score as well, you know, in case Fidel ever needs a strat for that. I can probably do that. I just need to change the last days a little bit. But yeah, this one is really up. So you go down. I need to do an adjustment here. It's okay, APC first. So I need 2 diagonals here. And the way I do that is this way. That's 2 diagonals, and then I need to go here. These 2 diagonals are for a good artillery. There's a bunch of artilleries that work, sort of work for this. Like, it gets sort of the correct movement but for a specific alignment I need later, I need a specific AI, which I think is 1. Yeah, it's 1. So I'll get this guy here. And then here, I don't remember. I think it's this and 2. It might not be that. What is it? It is that. Oh, but with north. Does it matter? I think it does matter. I need a 15. Okay, what's going on? What did I do wrong? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, low, 1, 2. No? This also happened on practice. Okay, this is the correct alignment. Don't do this to me. Yeah, there's nothing weird here. Artillery is 1, right? Okay, 3A, artillery 1. Just this. UPC. 2 diagonals. And a guy. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, so this is very important. So a lot of my movement, I do it like, I like to do the shortest path first and then the longest one because it's kind of faster for fingers. But this is an exception. I actually cannot do this because I get 1 diagonal here. Because this path is possible, but this one is also possible. So here, this happened on practice, and that's why I'm talking about it. Here you actually have to move like this. Very important that you don't do this. Okay? If I do this by accident, I might need to do a backup for the alignment. Because I want to do this, and then I want to do 3, 3, 1, 2, so I get 7 diagonals. That's very important for what's gonna happen next. So I might need a backup to get 7 diagonals with this infantry. I have to look at that at some point. Like I need another method to get 7. But it's kind of hard. Because everything gives me 8 after that. Also, does these 3 work? Okay, any of the 2 work. I think I'm gonna save the other. I prefer going west first. Both work though, so it's fine. Yeah, and this alignment, this turn alone is the reason why I'm doing this from a reset. So I tested this this level. I need this artillery on 1. That's not hard to get. That's a 1 on 5. No problem. But then I wanted to test this level from another level. You know, like I beat a level and I preserved the RNG and I want to see if that RNG goes well with this one. Why do I want to do that? Because the next very hard RNG that we need to get, it's a very low chance. We need to advance to like 3,000 something on the sequence. You're gonna see in a little bit how I do it. That's a lot. I wish I could do that on other missions. Kind of like I do with Reach Island. But the problem is I tested almost every mission. You know, like beat a mission, then look for this stage right here and see how the alignment works. And I couldn't find a decent alignment that gives me this turn. And that's because this turn is a 2, that's the AI by the way, and 2. It's a triple 2 AI. They can have 5 kinds of AI with about the same probability. So a triple 2 is 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. That's 1 on 125. It's harder than it looks. And it just happens that from a reset, it's very easy to get it. And I couldn't find any other level where it was this easy to get. Sadly. So, whatever. You know, it is what it is. So we're stuck with the reset. I go here. We go here. And here I need to do an alignment, I think. Do I need to do an alignment here? Like tank? I think we do tank. Yeah, so here I don't have a good unit to do this alignment. All my units have like very bad movement in this specific turn. So we're gonna do it with Sonya tank. Okay? So it's here and I believe it's 11. So that's a lot. This level goes hard on your hands. That's another reason why I didn't put this level first. I wanna get rid of Risky Bale and Strong Land. And then this level is consistent. Like, if you're good, you're gonna get it. And it has a couple of 2 frames. But it's just a couple. Unless Risky Bale, which has like 10 2 frames. So I'd rather have this after a couple resets. Because it really fucks up like your tendons. You'll see. If I start with this level, I will have to do that every single run. And then it's like guaranteed cover 2-0 when I'm like, I don't know, 35 or something. I don't want that. So instead, I'm not gonna do it every single run. I'm gonna do it every single good run, more or less. Which is way less, okay? So, yeah, I need 11 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then B. And then move the rest. Here, build Recon and a guy. And you push. Yeah, so this alignment, we need to advance a lot of diagonals. That's what we do with the 11. It sucks. I couldn't find another way to do it. What we need here is... we need a specific amount of builds that I don't remember. But on top of that, we need one of these guys needs to be Chai. Or maybe this also needs to be Chai. I don't remember. And it's Chai in reference to this. In regards to this. So I'll show you. Like, this pattern is harder than it looks to get. It also only happens with Artillery 1, I think. Like, it happens with others, but with a different alignment. So on this alignment, I think is only Artillery 1. So basically on the other, like, if you don't get this pattern, you might see this guy here. Okay? Instead. Like, actually, let me show you. I'm gonna choose like a random RNG. And you can see how it looks. Like that. So it's either Chai or non-Chai, I don't remember, but one of these guys is not here. And that means you cannot attack it with this. You can attack this instead, but that has other problems. Because then, if you attack here, then Recon and Tank cannot attack you. Only Tank. Like, I look into that and it didn't work as I wanted to work. I don't remember exactly. Because I think you want tank on APC and recon on recon. Yeah, if you get tank on recon, your recon is too low on HP. And then it cannot kill an infantry next turn, which is a requirement. Okay? So yeah. We need this pattern. And it cost me 11 corners, which is... It sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. Again, better than doing a 40-minute level. So I need one diagonal here. Yeah, I literally need one diagonal, so you can do this way. Just go here and B. Just that. Then load this guy, make a recon. Advance there. Ignore that. You advance here, I believe. Is that true? Am I doing this correct? Or do I need to load? I need to load. I don't remember. No, I think I leave it here. But why is it not like on the notes? The recon. Yes. Load infantry. Are you sure about that? I think I missed an instruction. Pretty sure I missed an instruction. Yeah, so this B. Load this guy. Build a recon. There you go. Then L. APC here. And L. Are we sure we're not moving this guy? Maybe I don't. Tuck. I think I don't move it. Yeah, I think I don't move it. I think I move it next turn. I think, yeah. I move next turn. That's fine. Okay, so L. So I move one diagonal. That is to give me a 4-frame. I'm sorry, a 2-frame attack here. Okay? So this is a 2-frame. I worked very hard for this 2-frame. And this is tight. You have to hit this 2-frame because two things need to happen here. One, you need to do good damage to this. So here's 37 HP. And you need to receive bad damage from Sonja. So I have 94. Just so this recon, when it attacks me, it doesn't leave me on 6. I need my recon on 7. And the only way to do that is if your SP is 94 or over that. Okay? So that's frame number 1. This is frame number 2. So a 95, it's even better, but it doesn't matter. 94 is enough. Frame number 3, it's a 37. That's pretty good, but because we're gonna kill this, we need good damage. But it's a 92. So next turn, this guy will leave me on 6, and then I have like a 1% chance of killing this. It's more than that, but it's not a good chance, okay? So hit the 2-frame. Then we can go here. Don't worry, that doesn't draw diagonals. This guy goes here. One guy. Is it two guys? No, it's another recon. We need 3 recons down? Yeah, of course. Yeah, and here's the crazy part. Okay? So, I am very far away from my target. I'll tell you how far away I am, if I can find it. So FC, which day is this? This is day 5, okay. Yeah, okay, so currently I am at CC9. Okay, so there's a sequence of RNGs. On this formula, I'm on 252. Alright, that's my current seed of RNG. Just close the thing. I need to get to 2,897. So almost 3,000. There is not a world where you can do that with corners and diagonals. So last time when I moved 11 diagonals, that was probably like 40 advances on the formula. Maybe 50, I don't remember. It's no more than 70. So let's say between 40 and 70. I need to move like 2,000 something. So the only reliable way to do that is with an attack. So when you go into an attack, you see the RNG goes mental. In this case in particular, it's advancing 3 times on the sequence each frame. So it's very fast. So as you can see, right there, I got to like 2,000 something. Almost 3,000. So that's more or less how much I need to advance. And then I need to align. I need to do some arrow diagonals in order to get a specific number. Because a lot of things need to happen here. I believe it's a triple misfire. I think it's a misfire. This misfire. So it doesn't attack the recon. Later on, we're gonna move like this. So this needs to misfire here. This needs to attack this. This needs to attack this. And that's why we want this misfire right away. This won't kill the APC, even if the tank attacks. But if both attack, then the APC is stuck. Okay? On top of that, we also need a misfire here. This guy. It's either this guy or this guy, I don't remember. Because one of them wants to capture, the other one wants to attack this. We also need a misfire. So it's a triple misfire, plus some attacks. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So, how do we do that? I need to wait 14.5 seconds on this attack. You can do that with a timer. But I figure out it's actually very good to do it with a metronome. So I have a metronome right here. And the setup I use here is on the notes of the guide that I'm gonna make public later, so don't worry. But the way I do it is I do 4 bars of a 12/8 at 66 BPM. That's my personal setup. That works very well for me, okay? So I'll show you here. That's one bar. That's another bar and so on. So if you do 4 of those, you get really close to 4.5. Public later. Worldwide MPs. EMP hits, yeah. Yeah, hopefully not. I wonder if an EMP can destroy like an external hard drive. I guess it depends how strong it is, because I think a strong magnetic field can do it. At some point, if I have enough money, I low-key wanna like save all my, at least the important streams, on hard drives. Just because I don't trust YouTube forever, you know? And because the Internet Archive, it takes fucking forever. It takes like an entire day to upload a stream there. It's so much. But yeah, so let's do it. I usually will have this very low during a run, but here I'm just gonna leave it just so you can see what I do. I suspect Flash will be more susceptible than hard drive platters. Okay. So let's see if I did well or not. I have a lot of things open, so there is a chance that I'm not close at all. And I think I'm actually not close at all here. Maybe I got a slowdown. So that's another thing. If you're playing on emulator, and if you have a lot of things running, this might not work that well because of hiccups, lag frames and such. When I do runs, I'm probably gonna close like Chrome and all those things, which consume a lot of memory. I have the feeling that I'm not close at all here, but we'll see. It depends whether or not I see something on this table. So it's this tank on 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 0 to 0 2 is 12. Let's see if it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12. I think that's correct. No, it was close. Because I was remembering it was 0F, but it's 0F CC. So I think I'm getting memory hiccups here. Didn't realize RNG advanced that fast. Yeah, no, it like during an attack, it's very fast. So I'm gonna have to close. I'm actually gonna have to close Chrome, and I might even get rid of my Lua maybe. I want to save as much memory as possible because I'm streaming right now, so I have OBS. And I'm just gonna put this thing again. Close OBS, yeah. I really hope this works with OBS, otherwise I won't be able to use it on runs. Or I'm gonna have to buy a Game Boy player and run on GameCube. With a GameCube controller. That's gonna be fun to make diagonals on. Alright, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. So I'm just gonna look at this here. Have it here. Come on. Ooh. Okay, so this is my money table. You can't quite see it, but basically it's a table that tells me, okay, oh, now it says it's not responding. My tablet is so good. It's fine. I hate that dog so much. It tells me like do some stuff and then react to that. So my reaction here is it was a 2-2. I need 3 actually. So 2-2, 2-2-3. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's not the number I want, Chad. Oh, that's not good, Chad. I don't like that at all. Dude. Are you kidding me? This just won't work if I'm using OBS. So this is the thing. Like yesterday, I was testing this. I did this thread like 2 days ago, and it was working very well. And then later on, I started. I was practicing, and I had a lot of stuff in the background. Like I think I was like editing a video or something, and doing other stuff, and like zipping a file, whatever, you know, stuff in the background. And that was giving me enough hiccups that the advance wasn't, you know, great. And I had the fear that OBS might fuck me right here. I really don't want to switch to NGVA because it has more latency. Can't imagine that would be a factor normally. Yeah, no, me too, but I mean, it's a lot of memory, but if there's a slowdown, I would think so. I'm not hearing hiccups, but there might be like micro slowdowns, because again, it's like, even if you're off, you know, a couple frames, every frame advances 3 times, so it adds up, I think. Unless I read my strat wrong. I know the next one is 63 BPM. But this one is 66, I believe. Okay, so there, that's a hiccup. BPM, 12.8, 4 bars. That is so weird. Yeah, that's not enough. Am I doing 1 bar less? Let's see how far I am. Maybe I'm just doing one bar less. Shit. I hate when I split. Okay, I'm actually not that far away. Oh no, this is fine. Then I think my manip was wrong. Aha, was I just correct? Was the manip table betraying me? It is Sonja Tank. 1, 2, 2, 2. And 2, 2, 3. 2 to 3, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is it working now? Boot. Well, there he is. Let's do it again. Two, 2, 3. I got the exact same. I got the exact same frame again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm miscounting. Yeah, I'm doing the corners muy, muy rápido. Too fast. I'm getting tired. When I get tired, I accidentally talk in Spanish. Everything's fine, Chad. Everything's fine. Let's do it again. Now I'm gonna... so you can hear it. Zero, 3, 0. 0, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. It's all good, Chad. Everything was fine. I was just misreading the table, probably. Okay, so that's the first misfire. And now you're gonna see 2 more. So, recon attacks recon, tank attacks recon, infantry misfire, artillery misfire. Very good. During that turn, I had to be holding down A, so to speed up attacks, and I also need to modify this. So I need to modify my BPM from 66 to 63. Because I'm gonna have to do this again, but the next one is easier. The next one is only 1 bar, not 4. But it's on a slightly different BPM, but it's very close, so it's pretty easy. And that's because the previous one is 14.5 seconds. This one is almost 4 seconds. And this BPM just works. So, let's continue. What do I even do here? I don't quite remember this. Okay, so I need 1 diagonal here. That. Load infantry. Oh no, that's not that infantry. Is yeah, it's oh shit. Go back a little bit. No, more than that. Is this infantry. Load it here, advance here. That's a little weird. We're doing some juggling here. But we need to do that. Well, you're gonna see why. Okay. So LL is here. Okay, so I did 1 diagonal with the APC, and that's so I can get 4 frames for this recon to kill this infantry. So that's why it's important that this recon gets a lot of HP, and this infantry gets a lot of damage on the previous turn. It's also on, like, it's on a mountain, so it's even more important. So I have 4 frames here. That's pretty easy. Then we need to go for the next alignment. And we also need to shoot some stuff. We need to shoot here to these guys and this tank. Advance this. This guy go here. I build another guy. And this guy goes here. Yeah, now I need to advance. Okay, so this time, last time, we were on like 200 something, and we need to move until almost 3,000. This time, we are on about 3,000, and we need to move into like 3,700. Okay, so that's a little bit less. So that's why I didn't load this guy, because you can actually do advances here with Sammy, and one of these, like I think this over this, I don't remember, or this over this, whatever. I think it's the infantry you have here. Before loading it, you can advance here, but Sammy only advances 2 per frame. Sonja advances 3 per frame because she has bad luck, and 3 per frame is faster. So that's why I didn't load this guy, because I want this guy to attack either the tank or the recon. Okay, I missed the button. If that happens on a run, it's gonna be so fun. Okay, so just 1 bar. And if you remember the previous bars, it's a tiny bit slower, because tiny bit less BPM. And we still need to do the alignment. We're close to the number, but we're not quite on it. And for that, we're gonna use the anti-air. Because again, we kind of run out of good units to do it with one of our units, but we can use a unit from the opponent. And I tested a lot of units from Sonja and Sammy, and turns out like the AR was my favorite one for this alignment. So this one is, again, way easier. It's 4 north, 2 low, and we're looking for 3rd and 4th diagonal. So 1, 2, 3. And what I'm looking here, the numbers, what they mean is the number of time the arrow goes up. Okay, so this is a 1. Arrow goes up only 1 time before going right. Okay, and then on 4th, it goes up 1, 2, 3 times. So this is a 1, 3. Which is not on my table. That sucks. What are you doing this to me again? You're embarrassing me. My strats are embarrassing me in front of my chat. Okay, so I guess I missed it. My god. Wait, what? Why is that not aligned? I thought I did the diagonal. What are we doing this? Everything was working yesterday. What is going on? Oh my god. Stop. I think I already advanced here. Yeah, I already advanced. Okay, that's what's going on. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I think I know what might happen. I might have advanced 1 or 2 frames somewhere, which is bad because I want to align with a specific grid of 3 frames. It's like when you do parallel universes, you want to be on the QPU grid. Well, I want to be on the 3-frame grid. Because Sonja advances every 3, and my money table it's done for that grid. If I misalign with that grid, my money table might be missing some stuff. So I don't want to accidentally do diagonals. And it could be this. Hang on. Let's see if it is. No. Probably not. Okay. Good. Two, 3. 3, 3. 6. Oh, chat, I think I know what I got wrong last time, maybe. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 adjustment, and that's the number. Okay. It's alright. We're gonna lose a lot of rounds here, but it's fine. I'm telling you, it worked. I promise. Okay, this one is hard as well because it's also a double misfire. I think it's a double. So what happened there is misfire here. I don't remember if this one is a misfire as well. Oh yeah, I think that's the double. So misfire here. So this guy doesn't attack this. Because this is the infantry that's gonna capture this HQ. It needs to be full HP. And then this misfired the recon. Because we want recon and tank to kill the recon. If the artillery attacks the recon, then only one of these will kill it. And then the other one will damage the APC. And then it will be too close to this infantry, and this infantry is gonna die. That's what's going on there. Okay. So, no more metronome strats right here. Although we still need to advance some diagonals. Right, guys, here. Come here. I'm gonna turn off the AC. All right. Okay, so this turn is very manual. We don't do like almost any else until later. So this guy here. We got 2 missiles there. Very important that this guy lands here. I actually want this guy to get attacked by this. So I try a lot of RNGs here and RNG advances. And if this guy doesn't get hit here, the next turn won't work. Okay? The alignment I have works when this guy hits. So it's very important for the route. So load this. This recon attacks first. Then this one. And this one kills the APC. It's a guaranteed kill. But it's a second target. You want to scroll right. And you're gonna get it. This frame window is lenient. Okay? If you do it like that. That's it's pretty linear. And then this guy attacks this. And now, if you were a TIS, you would just attack this guy. But there's a problem. This guy has 40 HP. And Colin, my boy, has less firepower. So if I attack, how much damage is that, chat? 31. That means I need to roll a 9. And that's the highest luck. Oh, that's hard. That's a 10%. And it's pretty hard. So I'm looking for a 2-frame window. I'm looking for a place. I want a 3-frame, but the 3-frame is super far away. I was able to find a 3-frame. I mean, a 2-frame. By the way, those don't exist with Sonja. There is no, like, max luck on Sonja of more than 1 frame. Just because of how the luck works. Like, the luck formula doesn't allow it. It's very weird. But with Sammy, it is possible. I'm very happy about it. Otherwise, this would be frame perfect. It's 2-frame. And 2-frame it's alright. I can deal with that. Again, I already have so many 2-frames on this run, but it is what it is. So, in order to get the 2-frame window, we gotta move a little bit. How do we do that? I need to remember. It's with the Sammy tank. Okay, so I attack this. I go for the Sammy tank. Yeah, I need 16 manips. It's a lot, but this also aligns or gets really close to the alignment I need for the next turn. So it's not too bad. So the first strat I had, it was like, I don't know, 8th and then 8th. Something like that. This one is like 16 and then not that many. So it sucks, but it's not, it's doable. And it's not enough so I could just commander menu. Because commander menu is 128, but this is less than that, so I need to do the diagonals. And an attack, it's too little for an attack. Right? So this and 16, and it's, I'm looking for this target, so 1, 2. $16, and I have it right here. And then go down. Oh, and I actually need a commander flash. Yeah, so it's kind of in the middle. It's like 2 commander flash is 256. It's not close to that, but it's also not close to 128. It's probably like 100. I don't know, 80 maybe, or like 200, I don't know, but yeah. And then I imagine this slide, yeah. So now I have a 2-frame window for this. So just to show you. 1 frame, 2 frames. The third one doesn't work. But that's still very good. You are not getting this by chance. Okay? I mean, you can, but it's a 1 in 10. It's hard. So, and also we need to keep doing manips after this. You're like, okay, you might get this 1 on 10, but guess what? We still need some misfires. So, yeah. Okay, then this here, and there's 2 frames here, and we need 1 last alignment here. And I have one that works with 2 frames, so we don't need a target. We do anti-air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this always gives me what I need. Let me just double check that. Yeah. This right here is make misfire and correct amount of damage. Still need to move this. And need to move this here. So, this part was really hard. So, I tested so many possibilities here, and the reason why I'm moving this APC here is because I want Sonja RNG to move a specific way. The way I did this is I tested the next day with this guy here and this guy here for things that need to happen on Sammy, and then for things that need to happen on Sonja, this APC I could leave it here, I could move it here, I can 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 move it here. I had to do that for every single RNG and see which one would give me the result. But that's good. Having a lot of options is good because that means maybe you don't have to advance that much. And that's my case actually. I didn't have to advance that much. On the LTC, Dingus advances a lot on this turn. I think actually goes for another attack. But also is looking for other things as well. But yeah, this works. So the correct attacks here, by the way, we don't want anyone to attack this guy. This is frozen, but this is gonna attack something. We want this to attack a recon, and this to, I think, kill the infantry. If any of the two attack this infantry, it's over, right? And sadly, we don't have an infantry in range of this to freeze this. Only this is frozen. And then we need this to misfire. And then we need this to only do 7 damage to my guy. Or 3 damage? I don't remember. But a specific amount of damage. And that's way harder than it sounds. So there's a lot of things that need to align. So I was very lucky that a close one was working. So as you can see, no one attacks the infantry. And then here, I sacrifice my APC to move. Oh yeah, it's 3 damage. There you go. So this is actually very uncommon. Most of the time you will see this on 6 HP. So you need to get the uncommon 7 HP. And on top of that, this guy 10% misfire here. And that's so this guy captures on 7 here, because on next turn it's guaranteed to be 3 HP. If it's on 6, then on next turn it might be like 2 HP, and then it's probably gonna die. And if it dies, I'm never gonna capture Sonja. Literally ever. Because the Sleeper is low. Look at all the units she has. It's just not gonna happen, okay? So we need alignment here as well, but this alignment is wonderful. So the last thing we need is, there's like attack rolls here. So this guy, it's always on 3, but it's almost guaranteed. Very hard that she's gonna get good luck. But we need a misfire from this, so we can finish this on next turn. Fortunately, we have a misfire very close, and it's with this APC. So it's 2 east, 3 north, and then I just go here. So that's the alignment I need. That plus some advances with attacks and moving one of the recons. So I also had a lot of things that I could move during the turn to adjust this. And turns out this plus one of the recons worked very well. So it's this recon here. Just that, and you're good to go. And last, we need to put these two, because if you go to the next turn now, your infantry is gonna die. I mean, there is an anti-air. The anti-air is almost a guaranteed kill, right? So the only way to survive is to leave these guys on 1 HP. Which, by the way, they're gonna get repaired. So that means they're gonna be on 3 HP. Both. But it's still just enough. And now I think I can go, right? It should be a misfire. There you go. That's a misfire. And this guy should be on 3 HP. And then you manually capture here. You don't want to do L and go to this, because if you capture Sammy first, it's slower. Sonja dies faster. And you don't see animations on the second one you capture, or third if there is 3. The last one you capture, basically. And that's it. So that's the RTA Lost Basim. It's insane. Honestly, it might be the hardest level. Again, Risky Bale is close because he has so many 2 frames. But this one has other crazy stuff. Right, Gerd? Gerd, you can't be there. That's out of bounds. And as far as I know, you are not a speedrunner. So you can't go out of bounds. Or are you a speedrunner? And guess what? We actually have an alignment here. Like, this RNG we have right here is consistent. I couldn't find a whole lot of stuff to do with it because most of the... Jesus, Gare. No. That's illegal. That's illegal. You can't do that. Hey. That's disappointing. Don't do that. No. Assert dominance, yeah. Jesus. You got a little wild there. I don't know if the mic pick it up, but jeez. Almost never does it. But sometimes does it when I don't allow her to go to in top of the desk. Then it gets kinda like territorial on my tights. And she also bite me. Not that much, just tiny bit. Again, almost never happens, but sometimes it happens. But yeah, since we have something, I just carried into missile planes. You know, it's fine. I mean, missile planes is very consistent, but this makes it, you know, 100% consistent. And we're still gonna reset after missile planes, but it doesn't matter. I try to carry as many RNGs as possible, but I couldn't carry every single one because there's just too many variables. So the one on missile planes actually doesn't go anywhere. I tested going from here to Risky Bale and from here to missile planes to Risky Bale, and it didn't give me a good Risky Bale, so sad about that. I mean, not really, because, you know, that means I have to do those passing first, but whatever. Okay. This one's pretty easy. Two guys here, three guys here, one guy, and an APC. Here, guy advances for one, three guys. No, go back. One missile here. Very important that you go to this silo and not this one, because we want this guy to die. So this guy, one of these neo tanks is gonna kill it next turn. That's just so we have less things to go on unit list. There's 2 silos for that, and then 3 on this. Then no silos here on the last pipe. We're gonna move this guy once, build a guy, and here we're gonna block. And then you can scroll back here before finishing. So you see a lot of my guys are dying. That's actually good. It's faster. I wish this guy in the corner also died, but there's no way to kill it. So, most infantries here are good in unit list except for one. So you see this guy is 6, this guy's 7, this guy's 8, but then this guy is 14. That sucks. So at the beginning of this turn you want to manual this guy, the 14. The last one you build. Just to get it out of the list. And we need, I think it's 3 here. We'll start with that. Then L twice again. This guy doesn't do anything. And then I need 2 missiles here. So I usually manual this after this out. And this is 2 on HQ. Yeah, on this. This way, next turn, I have a good unit list. Because this guy is... It's good on the unit list to launch this one. Let's go. That was so loud. That was my mom sneezing. What the fuck? The mic actually picked it up. Holy shit. Okay, you don't want to capture immediately. You want to spend 1 here. That's why we do the extra infantry on that part. And then this guy that I told you before. And then after this, 1 L for LPC, and you don't want to keep L'ing, because you're gonna go here. So you L on APC and then manual this guy. And these are 4, but you're still fine because this is fucking Sammy. Even if they get to 6 on repair, still fine. Just gotta wait for a lot of neon tanks. Easy. It's all good because one of them captures.
Mission complete.
So the real hard stuff, it's over. Okay? It's over. From here, only fine stuff. There are a couple things that are not that easy. Like pay dirt. It's not trivial at all. Oh, I guess there's the ring. I forgot there's the ring. It's true. Oh, I guess there's one more thing that it's not that easy. But trust me, the ring is the easiest level of the quote-unquote hard ones. It's actually not that hard at all. This is Sammy. Easiest endgame, we could say. See if I remember though. We start on west. Capture this. No. I capture airport. Build another guy. Capture this. And I don't build another guy. And that's because I want exactly 6,000. Then I need to advance, it's 1 or 2 diagonals. So it's this right here. 1 north, 2. No, 3 east. 1 corner. So it's 2 diagonals right here. Capture base. Beer artillery. Capture this. And delete capture this. No. Yeah, this is a big alignment right here. It's a lot of correct builds. And from reset, it works very well. Oh, I think it's next turn, but whatever. It still works well from reset. Either this turn or the next one. I tried to find other levels that work with this, but I couldn't find any. So from reset is kind of amazing. Okay, capture base. I haven't practiced from here, by the way. Every level before this, I practice. But here, I only have the stuff I developed. I haven't practiced it yet. Capture city. Capture city. Jacob. Yeah, this align like without diagonals. That's amazing. It's a big up 3. Recon 1, I believe. And some stuff down here on yes. Okay. So the first thing here, we need to attack the pipe, but you don't want this. Because the RNG advances during the camera pan. That's bad. We want this as precise as possible, so we do a slide down. Then we can capture this. And then build an infantry. Build a guy there. This is 4 frame attack. That's pretty lenient. Capture city. Is he just here? Yeah, so this silo right here, because these guys are not going to complete the capture here, it's very weird, but he decides to put this guy here and send the APC up here to keep capturing. It's very weird. If you don't do that, I think the APC stays here, or there's something bad. I don't quite remember what happens, but it's not great. I think the APC camps the HQ, actually. Because this guy goes into lander, and the APC doesn't have any targets. Might be something like that. Okay, and apparently this has a 4-frame window without a table, which is pretty cool. It looks kind of weird, but let's see. It's 4 east. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Tuck. Wait. What's going on here? Oh, it's east. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one's weird. 1 west? I think I'm missing a diagonal. Because I think it's this. I'm sure that is that. It is, so I'm missing a diagonal. So it's 5 north. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh, he only advances 7. Yeah, it's not a recon, of course. Yeah, okay, so it's tech. Tech. And then go here. So yeah, that one's a little weird. I need to, like, memorize that. But at least it's not a table. I also remember trying to find something that it was easy to do, but that was the only one I could find that worked for the amount of diagonals I needed. Unfortunate. Okay, so silo, which one? This one. So 1 silo for Battlecopter. I think I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to make a T-Copter. I don't know if I have enough memory. Well, I save here, so it's fine. Probably need to adjust camera. Okay, so this one goes here. It's like down, so then when you go here with an L, you have the good camera. Four frame attack, so pretty good. Oh yeah, here you need to avoid your teacup. But it shouldn't be hard. You need this big up on 4. And then we probably manage with this. Build a tank. And infantry here. Yeah, so 1, 2. Oh, it's yeah, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 low. 1, 2, 3. So this alignment is for a good missiles, I believe. No, actually, no, it's for Eagle no mech. We want Eagle to not make a mech, because if he builds a mech, then this is something we don't like. It might be like an artillery. And we actually prefer the anti-air, believe it or not. Okay, build a mech. Okay, and we have 2 manual here. So I like to adjust the camera here, going at least one down to get very good window for attacks. Go down here, this goes here. I need to spend 2 missiles here on the HQ. So this is different from the LTC, but that's because we don't care about, you know, score. And I need him to waste money, that's why the landers, and this, so they cannot kill well, actually, I think it's just money. Because these 2 are gonna move here. I don't remember exactly. I think it's just money. Just useful. So, tick up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And if I see these, I don't do anything. If I see the other one, I adjust. And unload here. I need to spend 1 more. No. Should be that, and this alignment is a misfire. It's an Eagle misfire. It's an infantry, so the infantry doesn't attack your teacup. Because then, if that happens, that infantry is gonna be a problem. Or when your infantry starts capturing. Yeah, so we manually capture here. And then we don't need any alignments here. So, capture this. Yeah, so if the infantry attacks, instead of going into the APC, it will be here. This guy's going to attack me, but it won't kill me. But this guy plus an infantry can kill my guy. I need the silos, right? Yeah. So we gotta damage this. Yeah, so the mech, I think we don't even use the mech silo. At first the mech was done to use one of these silos. But I actually don't need it, but I actually need it for an RNG alignment. Right here, I believe. Just so this tank attacking this, or something like that, gives me the good alignment here. Otherwise, I think this tank, maybe it's built here, and that makes things a little shaky. So from here, this will always kill the APC. It's guaranteed. And then this is a guaranteed on the tank. And then you can capture. This is frozen. This is frozen. This is frozen. This tank will attack. And this recon cannot reach. That's why it's important that this tank is here instead of here. Otherwise, if it's here, you cannot block, and then you get attacked by tank and recon. Okay. And yeah, we did some attacks there, but there are no more alignments here. You're guaranteed to always leave with at least 4 HP, which is enough for Tammy. Yeah, I think if Drake doesn't waste money here, instead of artillery, he's gonna build an anti-air the previous turn, and then anti-air plus tank will kill your guy, and that's why we want him to waste a lot of money with the landers. And yeah, from here just capture. And the order of captures works very well. Eagle is, I think, the slowest one. So it's okay to capture this way.
Mission complete.
And there you go. So we beat all of the late game stuff. And here you save and load. So from here, if I show the route, where do I have it? It's somewhere. There. So we did this first 4 levels to get a good alignment for Risky Bale. Then we did a very hard level, Strong Land. Then another very hard level, hardest, Ghost Basin, then an easy one to rest a little bit, and then another slightly complicated one, the ring. And from here, everything is alright. We're gonna do a bunch of levels to set up for Pay Dirt, which is another level that is, you know, mid. It's not trivial at all. And River Ford as well. Then everything's very simple until Reach Island, that has a 4 frame but still relatively simple. And we finish with Stamp Islands. So this, like, 2/3 of the runs are significantly easier than the first third. Like, I want to say exponentially easier, but that's probably incorrect. Much easier. And that's just how I like it. I like to get rid of the hard stuff immediately. But yeah, chat, I'm destroyed right now. I'm so tired. This is so technical, it's crazy. I'm sorry this is this technical. I guess. But there's no other way. There's just no other way. This might be the most technical run. I know I just said that when I run Eternal Darkness. But I think this is actually more technical. At least if you look at what is behind of it. I want to say that this might be my most technical run ever. That I developed. So there's no other way to do it. I have to be dry and technical if I want to explain it. And these streams, I need to explain it in case someone else wants to run it or wants to understand how it works. But it takes a lot of energy. I'm actually very tired right now. I had to talk a lot and my hands are tired as well. So I'm gonna finish here. Chat, I was thinking on doing another casual stream eventually. I was thinking about playing Splinter Cell, which I haven't played in a while, casually. And I don't have a stream of it. I really like that game. So I might do that. I obviously need more streams of showing the rest of the run, of the route. I'll be practicing offline, so that goes faster. So it's 1 or 2 more streams of showing the route. The route is ready, by the way. It's fully ready and functional. But I want to show it before starting runs. And then either practice or just go straight into runs if I feel like I have enough practice. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.